This video is brought to you by Miniature Market. Thousands of board games, miniatures, and paints, discount prices at miniaturemarket.com.
Oh my God, the way they changed this is so stupid. I mean, really, really, really stupid. They just can't. YouTube can never leave a good thing alone. Stream settings. Okay. All right. Now I have to edit this. I've got to edit the title. They just. What is today? The 8th? Oh, here we go. It's the 8th. And there you go. Okay, so what's this going to be? This is going to be an update on the auction. Update on silent auction. So bear with me, folks, as I'm trying to fix what the stupid thing does. Update on silent auction. And the 9, 10, 11. Okay. Jeez, at least I got that right. 26. There we go. So now I'll just save that. And boom. Alright, let's fix that, because that's all messed up. There we go. Alright, okay. Looks about normal. Okay. I'm trying to fix a gremlin for my grandson. Somebody 3D printed. The kid saw the movie once and has lost his complete friggin' mind and is like, gremlins, 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 gremlins. That's all you hear. Gremlins, gremlins, gremlins. And my daughter knew a guy at work who just had a file to make some gremlins. So, I mean, that movie's like 1,000 years old, you know, and decided to update on silent auction. Okay, there we go. And you know, make it for him. So he's seen the thing about 1 billion times now, by now. But now trying to find gremlin stuff. I guess they're coming out with a third one in 2027. I did not know that. So there you go. So I'm trying to glue a couple pieces together that he blew up. So there you go. So just holding on to it. Gremlins was a classic. Yeah, he likes Gremlins 2. And from what I heard, Gremlins 3 is supposed to be coming. Who am I to say? You know, it's only like 100 years since the originals. Oh, that hit home. Yeah, so a lot going on. I'll catch up in a minute as soon as I make this stupid YouTube. I don't know what the hell they're doing now. It's weird. If you hit on your encoder, it automatically goes live. It doesn't give you a chance to end stream, begin stream. There used to be all kinds of different settings. Now they've changed everything, so now it's just complete stupidity. But hey, it's YouTube. What can you expect? Okay, so I'm going to lay this dude down. He's going to dry now. Just dry so he can break them again. You on Twitch as well? Nah, I did away with the Twitch thing. For my equipment, again, one of the reasons, internet and the equipment was not good enough to keep the Twitch channel. I used to have a Twitch channel, and we used to stream live stream on both channels. But now with the new internet, which my wife got an update, why would somebody not want internet? That's what I'd like to know. Welcome to the sticks. they are pretty close to making the decision with and starting to run the cable, um, or the fiber octave wire, so we can get the fiber octave. Well, the way the thing's going, I don't think we're going to be able to get the equipment, and I think I'm just going to end up pretty much walking away at some point. I started pricing stuff out. I just can't believe how expensive everything is. But, we'll see. We'll see how this ends. There's a few lots here that are not taken. Oh, am I really this unprepared? Yes. Oh, yes, I am. Oh, I found some stuff, and we'll talk about it. That is going to be added into the auction. Oh, what the heck is going on today? There, we'll put that there. I wasn't sure what I did with it. Sorry for hitting the stupid thing there. So we have 10 lots. 2 of them have not been bid on. Kalo, my man, Monster, he's got the comics at $250. Thank you. Lot 2, which is Fate Forge and Orc Quest, there are no bids on. Phoenix has Nemesis at $300, and actually I found something for Nemesis that is going to go in the box, and that is Void Seekers expansion. So I found this, so I'll put that in there as well. Let me put this up there, so I've got to add that. The Pirate Plunder, I don't even think I want to get rid of it. It's only going for $150, and just one of the small box and the book of pirates is almost $100. And then I painted all those pirates, so that's sitting at $150. This one's doing pretty good. Yoda's got Dune at $250. Wishborn has no bids on it. Endeavor, Deep Sea, Earthborn, and Seventh Citadel. Rich is winning that at $200. The Wings of Glory. This is tough, just giving that up for this price for $350. Jim has that. This one really pains me. The RPG with aliens and there's so many books in there. That $30 books. I mean, right now the bid is $100. Yeah. So you can see this isn't going too well. One thing that is going well, Oathsworn is at $400. Thank you, Jeff. I appreciate it. So the auction is not doing too well, which means, come Sunday, whatever, I'll just send everything out. Like I said, I'm not going to stop it just because it's not doing well. But I think that might just be the backbreaker for the channel. And just a computer alone, I went to price a computer, and that's not even getting the software that I need, and then the camera. I mean, it's just way too much to kind of get things where we need to get it and get ready for this new internet. It's been a storm, and hey, the Cowboys done a pretty good job, and I feel pretty good about what I've done. And, we'll see how Sunday turns out. If it doesn't turn out well, I'll just go quietly. And that's that. If you want to help out and there's nothing here that you want to bid on, you can always send something over to us at our PayPal at schnickelfritz64 at yahoo.com. That's SCHNICKLEFRITZ64. Every little bit helps. This laptop is just about on its way out. It's been fun. It's always an uphill battle. There's a couple of things. Little Monk got a hold of me. My boy, Little Monk, I'll tell you. Best guy ever. If I do any more videos, it'll be just to cover the stuff that he sent. He sent some more stuff, which I'm looking forward to seeing because I love Warhammer Quest. Great game. Great guy. Great. Go over, support him. Um, Little Monk has just done so much and really just keeps this game alive. And I just wish, I wish he was working for GW, to be honest with you. The guy deserves it. Monster says, I'm looking forward to the second season of Monarch Legacy of Monsters. Wasn't that good, the first one? And I don't think the second one will be much better, to be honest with you. The MonsterVerse is kind of, the American version of it. The whole Hollow Earth thing kind of is weird. It's kind of funny because I really just enjoy. I really enjoy. Take Monster Zero. Okay, Godzilla wasn't in it a ton. There was a fantastic story with it, and there was a sense of realism to it, and it was such a great movie. That's why it got an Oscar. Should have got Best Picture, to be honest with you, with some of the tremendous acting. But hey, it is what it is. GIR says, hey, how are you, Rob? I'm doing all right, thank you. Did you play my game yet? No, I did not. And is there an argument going on? I hope not. Brian, how are you? Live on a Thursday. I will have to watch the replay for the updates. I'll give you updates right now, Brian, because I'm that type of guy. Because I'm a good guy. What's that there? Lot number 1. Kalo, 250. My man. Thank you, Masa. Lot number 2. Fate Forge and Orc Quest. No bids. Nemesis. We just found an expansion for it, 300. Oh, there was something I was adding with the Pirate Plunter, with all the extra things. I'm adding in printed copies because I had the real copies of Stargrave and Quarantine 37. So if you want to start playing Stargrave, I have a printed version, so I'm going to add that to it. But that's only at 150 and it's not doing very well. I don't know if I'll let go of it. Yoda, my man, 250 for the Dune lot. Thank you. Witchborn, I found Daughters of Twilight that I have to add into that box that you guys didn't see. But the Witchborn has no bids. Endeavor, Deep Sea, Earthborn, and Seven Citadel, and the expansion for Earthborn. That is at 200. Wings of Glory, that massive lot. I mean, those planes are like $30 to $40 a piece. That's at 350. The RPG with the big, huge lot of just RPG books with the massive Alien lot is only at $100. And the only one that's I really feel that's doing really well was the Oathsworn, and Jeff has that at 400. So so basically, we're not even close to to making a dent. I thought maybe if we could just get a computer and a small camera just to kind of start off, because I went down to Best Buy and started looking at things. And I ain't going to build my own because, first of all, I don't know what the hell I'm doing. But I just, the prices are ridiculous now. But what are you going to do? So, I don't even think we're kind of close, to be honest with you. So, that might just seal my fate, as I said. So, we'll see. We've got till Sunday, so, you can bid there at novaprime860@hotmail.com. If you haven't seen any of the lots, you can go back to in the we have them up. We have a video on the front page that you can see. Of course, wait. And then what else is there? Computer parts are rising because of the monopoly. Yeah, well, it just happens. What are you going to do? Listen, it's been such a great run. I'm so blessed. I've been so happy, and there's no regrets. None whatsoever. You know what I mean? None. I really don't regret anything. Anything at all. And, sometimes the best TV show gets canceled. You know what I mean? Or they go out on their own terms. I mean, look how many great TV shows left in their prime. And look how many jumped the shark, too. I kind of like in between there, So, hey, it's just, it is what it is, There's always something new, always something better. That's just life. That's just life. Somebody's going to say it better. Somebody's going to sell it better. Somebody's going to always be better, A lot of people in this universe, and it is what it is. Good run. You seem at peace with your decision either way. Yeah, I am. If we go on, I'm just as happy as if I stop and just do cow videos and maybe an occasional video. Yeah, there's just no regrets. None. Nothing. I wish I could say, I could say I'm angry. I wish I could say I'm sad. I wish I could say, a lot of things. I got nothing. I got nothing. I'll just concentrate more on weight training like I've been doing, playing racquetball. Fishing season's going on. I haven't had a chance to go once. When I had a chance to go, the weather was bad. Is that you, Tiana? Nope. So, that's, I mean, what a whirlwind to be able to do the things that I've been able to do, see the dirty side of the business, see the good side of the business, meet some really good people, and meet some real scumbags, but that's with any business, it's a funny thing, the thing was, I think the biggest shock in all these years was when I first started doing it, okay, because I built that Death Star. And I know I'm going off course, but, whatever. Sometimes you just like to talk. It gets everything out. So when I first started doing it, I just said, I really think, I would really like to do this, have a good time, doing it. I think it'd be fun. And I decided to, because I used to paint a lot and stuff like that. I said, just show a little bit of my family get-togethers, because we used to play every Saturday night when the kids were younger. Okay. And my kids, now there are, my son's married. I got grandkids out here. It's amazing how time just does certain things. And we were really basic. I didn't know what I was doing, but I didn't care. I wasn't trying to compete with anybody or anything like that. And then, Tom was very nice to ask me to come on. I started doing board game breakfasts. And then I started doing some things for him, sending videos in, and he would just put them up. And, I didn't care who watched them. I would cover war games. I would cover painting for him. I was the very first painter on there, and, just trying to do little things. Imagine having a segment about painting and only having 2 minutes to talk about something. But, Board Game Breakfast. I was there for a very, very long time. Um, I was with the Dice Tower for 3 years, and then, kind of, had my own thing going, and then my own thing started getting traction, and I started that before I went with Tom, and I met Steve from Miniature Market. Matter of fact, I met him at Gen Con, and we talked, and we ended up spending some time together and have some laughs and stuff like that. And he said, "You know what? I like to sponsor your channel." I go, "I only got like 1,500 people. Why would you want to, sponsor my channel?" He goes, "I think you and I are gonna do some things together." And boy, did we! Boy, did we! And we basically put cool stuff out of business. I mean, we were always up to something and doing stuff. And that's when I really realized, when the more people that started to follow me, the more I started to see what a business it was, and how people try to protect their business and throw other people under the bus and stuff like that. And it was all the sneaky shit that drove me crazy, and trying to do things behind people's backs and stuff like that, and breaking promises, people saying this, people trying to outdo other people, trying to get their thing. John, thank you so much. Hi, Rob. Love your content. Here's a late Christmas present. Thank you, brother. Thank you. You're a good dude. You always have been. And I started to see the other side of it. And I'm going, why can't these people just be themselves and not worry about what everybody else thinks? Worry about the guy next to you. It's always a competition. Who can get that review out before anybody else? And I started to fall into that a little bit, and then I kind of went, nah. And the only reason I left the Dice Tower was the conflict of interest between cool stuff and Miniature Market. Boy, and I'll tell you, Steve, who is one of my closest friends now, okay, we've known each other for about 11 years now, 12 years now. We've been, when he sold Miniature Market some years back, I felt right then and there something died inside me a little bit. But the funny thing about it is we stayed as close, of friends as we possibly could, and always doing stuff together. I mean, we went to the Stanley Cup in St. Louis because he's from St. Louis, and we saw him play the Bruins. We sent center ice. Anything this guy touches turns to gold. That's why I go to Trading Card Market. Great. They just bought a brand new warehouse. I'll show you a picture of all the space that they have now. And, where's the picture? Come on, Rob. Where is it? Hold on. Bear with me, folks. Oh. Me talking schmutz. I mean, this is all Trading Card Market. That's all 45 pallets in this massive warehouse that he's bought, because he doesn't do anything small, and he is a guy that is going to win. There's a better picture of it as we talk about it. Oh, I don't know how good that's going to. Oh, there we go. That's the way to do it. I mean, the place is huge. I've got a few other pictures, but just to let you know. And he's going to do great. And one of the things that I really enjoy is always working with him. He became one of my closest friends. He had a daughter, and she loves the cows. So every week I've got to send her update pictures. Half the stuff I tape that I put up on here is for that little girl. I show her the dogs, I show her the turtles, I show her the cows, and I'm always talking through the thing, and she loves watching the cow videos. So she gets them before all you guys get them. And Al's just such a cute kid, smart kid, good kid. Loves his daughter immensely, and And then I got my grandkids, and he's always sending them Pokemon cards and stuff like that, and it's it's been one of the most rewarding things out of this whole thing is the friendship and business that he and I did together, which has truly been really spectacular. And that friendship will go on whether I'm doing this or not. And it's something I'm really proud of. I don't have friends. I have a lot of acquaintances, but that guy there, I can honestly say, is one of those guys that I consider a really good friend, and I've been very blessed to know him. And I hope you guys will support Trading Card Market. John, thank you so much for the donation. You're such a good dude. Thank you. That means a lot. It really does. And as I've gone through this, there were people that I genuinely really liked. The Ricky Royals, Liz's, and even when I went over to Board Game Geek for a while, I was there for a while until I hurt my arm and I couldn't paint anymore. And that, and then eventually I had to walk away from that, unfortunately. It was pretty disappointing because, I like Aldi. The other guy there, oh my God, him and his wife, Lincoln. What a piece of garbage. I mean, if anything, it's. I'm going to tell this story, and I'm going to only include Rodney in this only because he was there. He never said anything bad. Rodney's not that guy. Rodney is who he is on TV, on the screen. But we went to Board Game Geek and we had this workshop and stuff like that, and it just, no matter what anybody would suggest, and Chaz and Rodney are two of the smartest guys that you'll ever meet. It was always getting shot down because Lincoln didn't come up with it. And then I remember going to one of the conventions there, as a Board Game Geek personality, if that's what you want to call it. I don't know, whatever it was. But, Aldi always took very, very good care of me. I mean, just a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful human being. And because Lincoln couldn't be in the center of the picture, he threw a fit and started screaming at his wife. And I looked over at Rodney. Rodney didn't say a word. And I just looked at him, and he looked at me, and Chaz looked at me, and that's when I kind of knew, yeah, you want to know something? This place really isn't for me. And then I got hurt. Bella went running. Of all things, I bench to this day, I still bench an incredible amount of weight. But I held my arm out the wrong way, and I popped my bicep. And we were looking at pictures of me all mummified. And, and then all the things, with COVID, I got sick, and then moving out here for the family and the internet issues, really kind of stopped where I was going. I mean, I think if things had fell right, I think I would have done really pretty well. It doesn't happen that way, and I'm okay with it. John Shepard, my brother. I come from Sutherland. I wish we could have beaten Man City for you. I wish you could have too. At home. No, you drew with them, and then Brighton drew with them yesterday. We fired our coach. Who knows what's going on there? It's a mess. Playtel Hurts, my brother. What's up? There's a shortage of RAM for computers is probably making them more expensive. Yeah, it shot real up, and it kind of puts me behind the eight ball. It's life, but that doesn't mean we won't miss you. How's the cows? Phoenix says. Cows are doing great. Doing great. I've got a bunch of videos. You'll see more of them every single day. I put up a short every day, almost. You know, I try to give a little breather every once in a while. Hey Matthew, how are you? Close friends are rare. The older you get, makes them more valuable. You know, the older you get, I think the more solid, the more you kind of retreat to solitude. Um, you know, every morning I go and I play racquetball, and you know, for a guy my age, mid 60s, to run around 100 miles an hour, you know, and be able to do the things I do, I'm in that 1%. And there's some guys out there that are, we got a guy that plays, he's 86. We have another guy that is 81. We've got some 70-year-olds. And these are just guys that are really, really good athletes. And it's amazing to watch them because one guy I'm amazed. He bowls the night before. Then he comes, he plays about 4 times a week. And it's really something to see. You know, I hope when I'm almost 90 that I'm still able to do these things. And, you know, God willing, who knows? You know, hopefully I'll get there. You know, you just try to do your best and whatnot. And, you know, I hope I can continue to do this till I'm 90 and not sound funny. You know, I don't want to be Imus. I don't want to be Howard Stern, where, you know, you're talking and you just don't, it doesn't sound right, you know? And I think those children are in trouble. My grandkids just came home. And just listen. I was waiting for the little guy to come and tell me about his time. Kid gets so upset. This is my dog. We've been playing Animal Crossing, right? And our big thing is Tom Nook is a crook. Okay? And because what he charges for housing on that island is ridiculous. Okay? So now I've got to hustle. I've got to, you know, catch fish. I've got to try to catch bugs. And then you got the demand from the museum, trying to make the museum look nice. Okay? And then, you know, we're out there swimming, trying to find things under the water. The cost to go to another island, which is ridiculous, in Nook miles. You know, there's a lot of things going on. And, you know, the capitalism of the game is just absolutely ridiculous. But, you know, that's been our big thing, is every night we'll play for about an hour, hour and a half. And, you know, we always got a problem with something or somebody. And, you know, our house, you know, we want to make it a little bit bigger. You know, we're trying to get Orr to help him build build a bigger shop so he can carry more goods. And why does that fall on me? You know, why do I have to collect all these resources for you, Tom Nook, you crook? So, you know, he sits there, Tom Nook, he's a punk. Yeah, you know something, I gotta agree with you. Animal Crossing is such a cute game, haha. I'm glad y'all are enjoying it. Yeah, they got a big update coming the 15th. They're doing the Switch 2 version, which we have the Switch 2. And they're adding like a whole bunch of stuff, so we're kind of excited about it. Imaginary problems in an imaginary world. Life's a beach. It sure is, my brother. It sure is. My wife brews this sweet tea. It's unsweet because I can only have unsweet, but you know, she makes it where it's got some flavor to it, so which is good. And I've been drinking that, so she brews that up for me, but I go through it like water. And then I have to stop for a while, and I have to drink water for a while to just flush my kidneys out. Yeah, so we got all that going on. Now, what is it, 5:33? How long have I been on? Because I don't want to drag this out for you guys. I've been on for Just, I mean, now they took the timer away. How long you been on? You son of a, you bastards, you fargin ice holes. Anybody ever see that movie? Let's see if who can figure that one out. Oh, 35 minutes I've been on. Let's see if anybody can figure out which movie that was from. I'm waiting. Tomorrow's going to be 80. Then Saturday's going to be 81. In Florida in the winter. Tea is the southerner's blood. It sure is. It sure is. When we were up north, it used to be called iced tea. But then we came down here, and my wife goes, yeah, what's sweet tea? They go, well, it's tea, and we put sugar in it. So she goes, oh, iced tea? No, sweetie. No, sweetie. Because everybody calls honey sweetie. It's called sweet tea down here. You wouldn't know it any other way. High of 80 here today in South Texas. Jeez. Well, it's all supposed to go away. Johnny Dangerously, nice call. Well done. Great movie. If you haven't seen it, you guys need to see it. It is a laugh riot. Here's what we got in lovely Waresdale, Florida. Today was 79. Tomorrow is 80. Saturday will be 80. Sunday will be 71. Wait for it. Monday, 64. Tuesday, 69. Wednesday, 61. Thursday, 59. Friday, 54. Saturday, 59. And thank God my Seahawks got a bye. Because I don't think my heart can take it. We get a week off. And the playoffs start. I'll be agonizing all that Sunday for that game. Praying that we can just make it to the NFC Championship. Catch a break. 40 minutes, I think you've been on. Thank you, Plato Hertz. Yeah, right around 40 minutes. I'll go a little longer. Yeah, so it's been an amazing thing. Like I was saying, I really have enjoyed the ride. Weather crazy. Might have my first warm birthday in Georgia ever, and that feels weird. Sure does. You know, it's I don't know. You know, you just I enjoy this stuff. I enjoy sitting here just talking about nothing. You know, I could be an infomercial and talk about the nuances and sit here and pretend I know more about games than you do, like a lot of people do. But honestly, I don't know. As a matter of fact, I think you guys know more than I do. I see something, I play it, and hope I like it and hope I get the rules right. That's it. Everyone should bid. Have received at least 6 incredible lots from Rob. Well, thank you, Brian. You're the man. He always puts something extra. I do try. Listen, I want you... I'm asking you guys to help me. And I'm trying to give you something because I don't want to ask. Some people will sit here and cry and whine. I've seen some of them. And, I don't know. The channel just can't go on. You know, it takes a lot of time to edit and money and this and the other. Well, yeah. It takes time, but you're doing it because you care about it. And I just want to be compensated so I can do this, full on. And you sit there and you just kind of scratch your head and go, okay, all right. You know, it doesn't make any sense to me. You know, I understand that, people want to do this for a living, okay, because it's an easy way of life, okay? But, I do this as supplemental income, and mostly because I ever drive it. Do you still have full thrust? I sure do. I love full thrust. As a matter of fact, I built, I painted up a whole bunch of factions. As a matter of fact, I got a few more factions. I've got to finish putting together and doing. I still think the Fallons ruined that game. The giant flying penises. Dear God. That was such a great game. That and Space Silent Death. Two of my all-time favorites. What's the most rare or rare game and or comic you own? I own I have Batman 29. I have Fantastic Four 1 through 50. I consider those rare. I have Avengers 1 through 50. My comic book collection is quite expensive. What else? Rarest game? I think maybe some of the bookshelf games from Avalon Hill. Some of the early Steve Jackson stuff. Some of the GDW Europa series. War games. Those are rare. Those are very hard to get your hands on. And very expensive. Go look up Europa. You're talking almost $400, $500 a game. And I've got sealed copies, which have to be ridiculous. Second Front. Go see what a Second Front, Europa Second Front from GRD is worth. Or Scorched Earth sealed. See what that's worth. Europa. Yeah. I don't know. I would have to really look. My first edition Blood Bowl is rare. My Warhammer is worth a ton. Warhammer Quest. First edition of Space Hulk is worth a lot. I just have some things that mean a lot to me. Got my Battletech Gothic at Christmas there. Thanks to you, Rob. See? It's a good game. You'll like it. I have Kingmaker 2nd Edition, Almost Met. That's a great game. I like the new edition that they did. How do you get the starter set from GZG? You just go to their website. That's where I got it, and they sent it to me. A small tip for you, my friend. Let me know if the bids I just sent are too low. Thank you so much for donating. I said a tip. I'm waiting for the tip. Like, okay, what are you gonna tell me? Take an umbrella outside when it rains? I'm sitting here going, okay, what's the tip? Thank you so much for the donation, my brother. Brian's a guy that's bought a lot of stuff, and what makes me happy is that his kids have it, and he's going to take good care of it. I think I've sent him stuff, and I said, listen, I hate parting with this, but please take care of it, and I know he will. And that's why I always feel good about sending it to him. Thank you so much for the donation. It means a lot, and it helps. It really does. And yeah, so just some funny things, funny stuff. But we'll see how it goes. Let me run through the list one more time, and then we'll get on out of here. I've got to go play Animal Crossing, of course. As long as the stuff gets love from someone who actually cares, that's half the battle. I think that's the biggest thing for me. My kids will get good use out of it. I think that's the most important thing to me, Brian. It really is. I almost rather give somebody something for less money, knowing that they'll take care of it, than some hotshot that comes in and goes, it has the idea to get it to resell it. I'd rather see somebody that I know on the channel enjoy it. Got my Necromunda off of the ground recently. Georgia side. Ooh, nice. Nice. Necromun's a good game. It really is. All right, so let's run through this. Comics, the box is full. Just the two, I just took a look at the two. You have an omnibus and then a Marvel Masterwork in there. Okay, just those two things alone in that 150 count box are $250. Easy. Okay, not to mention all the graphic novels I stuffed in there and extra stuff I'll shove in there. We got the comics at $250. Okay. Kalo, Monster, thank you. Fate Forge Orc Quest, no bids. Even though Brian said he put one in, I will take a look at it later. There's Amanda. Yeah, we see you. What are you doing?
I have to get my
Getting one of those cruddy dinners of yours?
my delicious dinner.
Hmm. Can smell it from here.
Huh?
Can smell it from here.
I'm not excited, trust me.
This is your fault.
A nice piece of bland
Instead of working a little harder, maybe taking the dogs for a walk or something, you decided, well, I'll eat shit, and that's the way I'm going to solve my problem.
I don't want to say it's shit.
No, you're eating shit.
It's literally
It's
nothing.
it's literally tasteless shit.
Tastes like the color white. If white paste
Okay.
had a flavor, like
White diarrhea shit. Get out of here, my beloved daughter. Nemesis. Like I said, we found the extra expansion for it. All right. So we're going to be throwing that into the box. That's at $300. Okay. So, and if I find anything else for it, I'm throwing it in there. Okay. Pirate Plunder. Okay. Really, a lot of stuff. As a matter of fact, I'm adding in Star Grunt. I printed it myself. It's done as perfect as humanly possible. Full color, of course. Done with my greatness to be able to print and bind for you. I'm adding that into the Pirate Plunder thing. That is at $150. The Dune Kickstarter with the map. Yoda has it at $250. Thank you, my brother. The Witchborn, I found the Daughters of Twilight. I'm putting that in there as well. Wishborn with all the expansions and the silent screams and all that other crap. That's in there with no bids. Number 7, which is Endeavor Deep Sea Earthborn expansion, 7th Citadel. Rich has it at $200. Thank you. 8 is the Wings of Glory. That's 2 of the Battles of Britain. A ton of extra planes that haven't been opened up, bombers and stuff like that, tripods and triplanes with extra aliens and extra planes for it, and then a counter kit that goes with it. I got also the World War One rules and all that stuff with a ton of biplanes. Some counter sheets I found, which I'm putting in there. And a ton of extra planes. I mean, about 20 planes. Those planes are expensive, and we have those. We have that at $350. I mean, what am I going to do? The RPG lot, which is full of aliens, Vassin. I mean. Other stuff, the full alien complement, and miniatures I throw in there as well. That is only at $100. Oathsworn, that one I'm pretty happy with, is at $400. So there you have it. Not that great. What are you gonna do? We're trying. So if you want to bid, make sure you make sure it's you go to novaprime860 at hotmail.com. Make sure you put in your bid. Make sure that you put in your lot and put your address and so it makes it easier so we're not bouncing back and forth with communications. If you just want to donate, you can donate to the channel. It's snickelfritz64@yahoo.com. That's SCH. Who's this? Are you getting some more shit?
Hi, I'm trying not to bother you.
No, you're
Sorry.
you're fucking bothering me.
I'm sorry, I'm sorry.
This is what I have for a son.
Get some food.
What a disappointment.
I'm sorry, I'm sorry.
What a disappointment for a child. Hey,
Yeah,
what are you eating today?
I'm eating dry
eating-
chicken.
Yeah, you're eating the same shit. Like I said, baby white diarrhea.
Yeah, pretty much.
There you go. Enjoy it. Why don't you just put the extra work in at the gym there?
Well, trying to.
If you put the extra work, you won't have to eat shit. You eat whatever you want. Like your dad. The kid should be more like your dad. Damn kids. I'm the worst father. I'm such a disappointment as a father. And I yell at him about being a good father, right? Listen to me. If you just want to donate to help the channel, it is Snickelfritz at SCHNICKLEFRITZ64@yahoo.com. That's our PayPal. You can just PayPal in case you want to just help out. So there you go. That's everything. We run to... What the...
Hi.
Just ruined my entire day, bro. I'm gonna go start blowing up your streams. What's your son's tattoo? Okay, so you guys want to hear the story? I'll tell you the story before I leave. You know, I'm pretty hard on my kids. I've always have been. Okay. But my son went through like a little rebellion time. Now, you have to understand, he was very sheltered by his mom and homeschooled. So when he got around friends and people wanted to accept him, well, you know, he started to run a little bit with the wrong crowd. Okay? And where my wife was trying to, you know, forgive him and stuff like that and things like that. Not me. I was really hard. I'm telling you right now, I'm going to end up killing you. Okay? And Eustis High School was bad. He finally wanted to finish high school at school. And he met these guys and they weren't good people. So hanging around with them and getting drunk and doing dumb shit. He gets a tattoo, right? And he tried to hide it from us. And it said, new guy. That was the tattoo that the asshole got. It said, new guy. So one time I went into the bathroom. He was taking a shower. And I went to ask him something. You know, because I was pissed off about something. And I pull the thing open a little bit. And I go, I'm not trying to be an idiot. But, hey. And I look and I see that stupid thing. And I go, you stupid asshole. Right? Now I'm pissed. So his mother finds out. And, of course. And we have a couple of tough months with him. But I think what finally happened was I turned to him and I go, you know something? I will cut you out of my life without even thinking. Without even thinking. If that's what you want to do, he made my wife a nervous wreck. Okay. She lost a whole bunch of weight. She was down to 98 pounds. And my wife's about 5'10 and a half, 5'11. She's a big girl, tall girl. She's like a model. And for her to get down to that kind of weight when she can carry 130 really nice and look really good. I mean, you guys seen the queen. The queen. That's 60 years old, guys. 60-something years old. That's what 60-something looks like. All right? Yeah, I'm going to brag a little. The old man did all right, you know. I outkicked my coverage. Doesn't hurt. So, so he was just doing a lot of dumb shit. And finally we had enough. We gave him an ultimatum. And he tried to rebel a little bit, tried to bow up a little bit. And, you know, I'm an old special forces guy. So when you want to play, wrong guy to do it with, you know. I'm just under 6'1", carry 250 without a problem. Okay, fast as lightning. And I took him down, and I held him in the grass, and I told him, I go, you got two choices here. I go, you either figure it out and see that these people aren't here for you. You're just entertainment for them. I go, or I'll just take you from this world. Doesn't matter to me. I go, I've been around this planet 3 times. I've seen everything. You're not fooling me one bit with anything, okay? Either get it out of your system, or I'm not going to let you kill your mother. I'm going to kill you. True story. True story. Ran off. And a couple of days he came back. He apologized. And he just went back and started to see what I... And I think you parent harder when... You know, nobody's a perfect parent, okay? You know, the problem with being a parent is you're always put in these positions. And for you young guys, I want you to listen. You're going to be... These kids are going to put you in a position that there's no right answer. You just got to pray that you get the right one and do the right thing. Because it's such a small, narrow road, and paths can go so many different ways. He saw we wouldn't give up on him. And we didn't give up on him. We never gave up on him. I've always been hard on him. I expect the best. He has to lead this family one day. And in all honesty, you know, he became even better than what we thought, you know, and he chalks it up to us never giving up, never quitting on him, and being tough, hard, loving, there, willing to do whatever it takes to help him, his family, everything. This farm. Why are we here? I don't want to be here. Okay, I'm here because of them. Okay, my mother-in-law, my daughter. You know, we put this all together. Why? For them. They have a legacy now. And it took every dollar I had. And I mean, you guys remember years back when we were at the other house, there wasn't anything I wouldn't go out and buy or do for the channel. It was fun. Now things have become really, really tight and tough. And at this age, why should I have to, you know, I'm supposed to be enjoying my golden years. But it doesn't matter. It's not about me. It's about that family unit that you love so much. They are everything. You don't care, you know. You know, like I always said, you know, I don't even want my name on the gravestone. All I want written on my damn gravestone is, I wish I was up there reading this. You know, something as simple as that. That's all I give a shit about. And I just think you give everything that you are. I've never been selfish. I've never been someone that goes, what about me? You know, it's been all about everybody else. And, you know, there was a saying, you know, the family, you can't choose your family, okay? But you can choose who you want to be. That's an important thing. You know, you're born into whatever family, good, bad, or indifferent, okay? But the person that you become is up to you. And I could be long-winded and talk a lot, as you guys know here. But I think the most important thing is that you never give up on your family, on your children, on your grandchildren, and you give everything that you got. And if you go out with your boots on, it's been a good life. That's all you can do. So we never gave up in anything like that. So everything clears and everything like that. And every time you come out of that damn room, I'm looking at that dumbass fucking tattoo. And I go, I'm taking your sister to MegaCon. You're coming with us. He goes, why? I go, we're going to get that piece of shit fixed. I go, you're going to pick something out. I don't care what it is. And he saw something cool in the thing. And the guy did the tattoo, fixed the tattoo, and got rid of the new guy. And he has like this Dungeons and Dragon thing on his shoulder or something. I don't know what the hell it is. But it's a lot better than new guy. So, yeah, that's the story of that. So I hope you enjoyed that. Every family has their ups and downs. It's how you get through them, and what matters is what you are today. There you go. All right. So, my dear friends, I hope you enjoyed that. We ran down the auction. Email me, novaprime860@hotmail.com. If anything sounds interesting, if you just want to send some money to help us, snickelfritz64@yahoo.com. Of course, there's got to be this long-ass freaking thing for PayPal. You know, we'll see how it turns out on Sunday, and we'll go from there. All right? No regrets, no pressure, no nothing. Okay? But you know, I think almost, you know, because of my elderly age, and some of you are the same age as I am that watch, but also a lot of you are younger. And I hope these talks that I have with you and the things I tell you about life and stuff like that help you. Maybe it makes a difference in one person's life. You know what? I think I did a pretty good job then. If in all these years I helped somebody, you want to know something? That's worth more than all the subscriptions, all the views, and all the bullshit YouTuber influencer bullshit that you can have. Give your all, give your best, all the time. That's all you can do. Until next time, my dear, dear, dear friends, I hope you all have a wonderful Thursday, and I will see you Sunday morning for sure. And everybody that bid, thank you so much. I'll take those and put those. I'll update everything, and we'll go from there. All right. You guys are the best. I love you all. We will see you soon.
This video is brought to you by Miniature Market. Thousands of board games, miniatures, and paints, discount prices at miniaturemarket.com.